Major drama at Queen's Park today. We are live over the provincial legislature where a rookie MPP has left the PC caucus after breaking party ranks. Good afternoon. The dispute started when the first-time provincial politician spoke out against her party's announced cuts to French language services.
In doing so, Amanda Simard became the first PC MPP to publicly break ranks since the Ford government was elected, and today she's out. Our Queen's Park Bureau Chief, Colin DeMello, is following today's developments. He joins us live now. Colin, do we know if Simard resigned or if she was kicked out?
Well, I can tell you that she did resign from the PC caucus. Michelle, I got the email in my inbox at 7:24 from Madame Simard, who had said that I am not resigning as an MPP, but I am leaving the Progressive Conservative caucus to sit as an independent. Now, there were a couple of things happening at the very same time. I've been told from PC MPPs that after she had voted against the government yesterday on the fall economic statement, there was an emergency caucus meeting called. They were set to meet today at 8 o'clock in the morning, but then all of a sudden that meeting was moved ahead to 7:30 this morning, and a lot of them figured that they were going to be talking about Simard and exactly what had happened and what was going to happen. Some sources within the government say that there was a critical mass of MPPs who wanted to see her out, but I was told that even before they started the real true conversation about what to do with Amanda Simard, that letter came in. Many of them saw it through our Twitter accounts because we had tweeted the news that she was indeed leaving the PC caucus, which meant that they didn't have to take a vote. They didn't have to have any official conversation about it. They say that many of them were angry. Many of them had tried to reach out to Ms. Simard, but hadn't really heard from her over the past few days. But this is a pretty big day here because not even 6 months in, a Progressive Conservative MPP has chosen to leave the caucus and government.
Mademoiselle Simard.
Mademoiselle Simard.
It was this moment yesterday that signaled the final straw. Amanda Simard, a francophone Progressive Conservative MPP, voting against the fall economic statement and her own government after speaking out about cuts that affect Franco-Ontarians.
Having a standalone independent commissioner is a necessity, not a sign of largesse. Franco-Ontarians are not asking for additional rights or services. We're asking that the existing protections and entities remain in place.
That vote triggered an emergency Progressive Conservative caucus meeting this morning to discuss the next steps. Those in the room say there was a sense of anger and betrayal. But before the caucus could do anything, Simard resigned, sending this letter saying she is no longer a Progressive Conservative and will sit instead as an independent.
No, she resigned on her own. Just after 7 o'clock this morning, we got the letter, and she resigned her seat.
Is this embarrassing to the party, Todd?
No, absolutely not. Look, we're moving ahead. We wish her well as an independent.
Simard was not in the House today, but her actions garnered her sympathy from the opposition.
It's a tough thing to do. It's like leaving your family. I admire her for her courage, and all of us on the opposition side, the Greens, the Liberals, and I know the NDP, we welcome her coming over.
And the opposition taking the Premier to task over the French language cuts.
Even though they are a founding people of this country. This is more than just a broken promise. Will he do the right thing? Restore funding to the French Language University and restore the independent French Language Services Commissioner.
We are empowering the role of the French Language Service Commissioner under the Ombudsman. We have a fantastic new Minister of Francophone Affairs, a wonderful person, Caroline Mulroney. Couldn't ask for a better representative.
And I've been told by government sources as well that during that caucus meeting this morning, there was a critical mass of MPPs who wanted to see Amanda Simard ejected out of caucus. And the Premier, I've been told, was willing to listen to those concerns, but ultimately she resigned before any decision was made by the caucus itself. To give you a bit of context here, the fall economic statement, which Madame Simard voted against, is an economic budgetary measure. It is a confidence vote. And by voting against it yesterday, she signaled to the House, to her colleagues, that she does not have confidence in her own government, making her situation and her relationship with the rest of the PC caucus untenable. Reporting live, I'm Colin DeMello. Now back to you.